Hello, my name is Jake Hyten, and I'm an entrepreneur from the United States, and I primarily focus on startups. And my topic today for this video is going to be how to identify profitable business ideas for beginners. So, first of all, I don't think it's very realistic to just know if a business idea is profitable or something that other people need and will pay for without testing it. So I think in order to identify a profitable business, you have to test the idea. And so really that comes down to validating as close to the finished product or service that you would sell to somebody to determine if there's something there. Now, I'll share with you a couple examples through just speaking, but I'll also show you real life examples of business that I have right now that I'm ideas that me and my team have that we're testing right now. So first of all, in my opinion, you always want to test as quickly and as fast as and as cheaply as possible. Um, People that come to me and say, "Hey, I have this business idea," and they're making business cards and brochures and pamphlets, and they're registering business licenses, and to me, that's a lot of wasted time sometimes. For some businesses, you have to do that because it's either technical or it's required by law. But just to give an example, if you were to start a business as simple as a landscaping company, one way to approach that is to go out, make business cards, buy a truck, buy a lawnmower, build brochures and all your sales pages, and, have all this investment and time into it, and then go out and try to sell your first couple of customers. And sure, that's one way to do it. But a lot of times you find out that you need to make changes to your business model or what you're selling. And so, an easier way to do that would be if I was to start a lawn mowing business, I probably wouldn't buy any of those tools. I'd make up a name, maybe create a really cheap website, and get a one page of services that I think my neighborhood needs. And I'd go out and I'd start selling it. As soon as I sold a few and knew it was legitimate and I could, make money off of these services, I'd go buy all the tools that are needed for those specific services. And I'd keep selling those, make more money, and then add on services that your customers are asking for. So that's an example that I can just tell you. And now I'm going to show you some real life examples. I have a friend that came to me and said, "Hey, I do this Reiki work, Reiki. I'm sure you're probably not familiar with that, but I do this Reiki work, and it's basically energy healing. And you heal people with energy. You don't need to touch them. It's almost like a prayer. Imagine if Reiki is a prayer." And she said that she wanted to start this business and offer these services through an online platform that connects people that are looking for Reiki energy work to be done to them and the actual practitioners who would do the work. And again, she came to me and said, "Hey, here's my idea. Let's start off with, making these business cards and incorporating these businesses and hiring a bunch of practitioners and Reiki specialists," which all of that would have taken a lot of time and a lot of money. And for something that we don't know yet if people would actually pay for Reiki services through an online platform like this. So instead, what I had her do and what we're working on together is we created this website. And listen, for some of you that can't afford a website, this website I built, we built for about $400 or $500 from somebody on Fiverr. If you guys probably know what Fiverr is. And so even the website, if you have to build it yourself, you teach yourself coding, this isn't that difficult. I just choose to spend the money now, less time than money. So I said, let's build this website that basically sells the service that you want to sell, and let's advertise it to people and see if we can get customers first. And then we'll spend a bunch of money and resources and time hiring these individual practitioners to serve these people long term. So I told her, hey, what does this business do? And you can see here we built the website Connect with a Reiki Healer. And this is a website where they can come here, they choose a service, a particular package for how many minutes they want. They can see the pricing. And all I told her was to do was to call 2 or 3 of her Reiki friends. And the next steps on this would be we would actually advertise this website on Facebook and Google pay-per-click, and just spend a little bit of money, a couple $100s, and actually get customers clicking through, picking some of these packages, and submitting their information to get a Reiki session. And then we have a couple of Reiki practitioners on standby to where if we do get some customers, we don't have to disappoint the customers. We can say, hey, you can have a session with this Reiki person that we have. But that at least validates the idea, and we'll know how much we had to spend to get the customer, how much money we would have made on the session, and all of that. And for this particular test, we're not even going to charge the people. The Reiki person is just going to charge them directly. Now, if this works out and we actually see through the numbers that, hey, there's something here, there's people that are buying, people that are wanting their sessions with a Reiki person, they're emailing us and asking us more questions. The next step on this would be to go out and hire more Reiki people and make the site even better. I don't like putting these packages up front here. I would rather, the next stage of this would be to put pictures of different practitioners and what they charge per session. But again, we don't want to do all of that work. So we're just going to come up with some ballpark pricing that we know most practitioners would charge and see if the customers click through like that. So that's pretty much it to validating an idea, is really just putting your idea out there as close as possible and as cheap as possible to actually sell that particular service. And this can be done on way more businesses than you think. Most people think you need to have a ton of resources. You have to have everything in line and perfect, and you don't. Except for some companies. As a matter of fact, 90% of my companies that I've started have been, actually maybe even 100%. I'm just saying 90 to give myself a little room. Probably 100% of my companies have been built through these methods. Really simple, testing these ideas and then abandoning them if they don't work. I have another video series here that goes over another company that we're launching that's similar. You can check that one out as well. All right, thank you.